welcome to CarolJo's. I am Carol, the owner and creator of all items that you find at CarolJo's.com. I'm just going to try bringing up my TikTok backup account so I can see comments from TikTok. I don't have a backup account for YouTube. Sorry, everybody. So I'm not able to see comments if I go down, but I'm not going to go down tonight. All right. I'm getting there. Just give me a momento. All right. There we go. I am there. Hello, welcome in, everybody. So I go live a few times a week. I used to have a set schedule, but I don't now. But we have at least, I'm trying to do at least one chat a week. Thank you, Mythical, for the gift, and hello. Thank you, Virginia, for sharing the live. Whew. Can I talk tonight? No. All right. So I try to do one chat night a week, trying to do one tutorial a week, and also trying to do one sale day a week for bead sale. And then I'm also trying to get my jewelry sale in there. This week, I actually will be live 5 times in a 4-day period. So it's a little bit more than I have been doing. I'm going to move you down just a little bit here, YouTubers. Thank you, Mythical, for the heart me. Tonight is chat night. Wednesday night will be tutorial night. I'm looking for ideas. I have an idea, but I don't know if I want to do it. It is that I was going to take and do stretchy bracelet, adding a charm to it, and how I do it because of how I like them. You guys, hi Miss Joya, you guys let me know. Do you want me to show you how I put the charms on a beaded bracelet that's stretchy? Let me know. Or do you have another idea for a tutorial? Because I'm open for it. Saturday we did the tutorial, and here are 3 of the items that we made 2 of the 3, and one I used as an example. But we made the tiered bracelet. I'll show ya. It's going good, Rachel. This is chat night. So chat night means you get to ask me any questions. So put your question out there, Rachel, and we'll see about what you have on Shopify. Yep, I was going to say hi, Sour Rose. Okay, are you on your backup? Because if you guys, and I forgot to tell Buttercup, I'll tell her after I get done with the live. Hi, Brian. How are you tonight? So, I was going to say, you guys can ask me all kinds of questions, but, Andy, when I do my, tutorial, if that's what I do on Wednesday night, I will show you how to do it. Okay? I do a square knot, and then I use hypo cement glue, just to let you know. Hey, is it JC's? Is that how you pronounce that? So I use hypo cement glue. Hello, 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 everybody. Oh, boy. Well, that's not good. Hi, Michelle. Yep. And you know what? I don't use elastic cord. I use Stretch Magic. So what are you using for your stretch? The fiber that you're using there, Andy? Yep. I use Shopify. I can use Shopify in 2 manners, and sometimes I'll use it in 3. So I will tell you and explain how I do it. So number 1, we're just having a chat night here about jewelry making and questions that you have on jewelry making, run a small business, anything you like to ask on this. So, hi Lisa. So that's what we're doing here tonight. Tonight is chat night. Wednesday night will be tutorial night on here where I show you how to make jewelry. But Lisa's question about it. So you can use Shopify in lots of different ways. There's lots of different interfaces for it. So what I do with Shopify is if you're somebody that wants to sell on another platform, you could do it on TikTok, you could do it on Facebook. I don't know if YouTube integrates or not. Pinterest integrates. All of that integrates. And so what I do is you can set up all the integrations on which ones you want to sell it on. The invoicing that I do is done by using the online. So you actually, yep, I think Instagram integrates too. I don't sell on Instagram. Hi, Rose. And so I use it to be able to create my invoices when we do the live sales on TikTok. And it's also interfaced to my website. So my website, and it all works together. So if you would purchase off of one of those, it takes out of the quantities across all the platforms. There is a way that if when I sell my beads, I don't put an inventory amount in there for my live bead sales because I only do that through invoicing. And I found that if I get off on my count even a little bit when you guys go to pay yours, your bill, your invoice, it doesn't always work. And so I stopped doing that and I got out of having the issues that I was having like in the beginning. But if I had the jewelry for sale and I go and invoice you for it, I put it in an area where it is held in reserve until your invoice is paid. Does that help you out with your questions, Rachel? I was going to say coconut creamer. We don't, I don't talk about who I vote for and that type of thing here on TikTok. I am literally a person that believes that everybody's welcome to ask questions. I just don't say that we're going to go this way or that way. Oh, good. I'm glad, Andy. So how do you want to, okay, so Bear, and I don't know how to say the rest of you or of your YouTube name, but Bear, you're asking about selling art. What are any suggestions? The biggest thing about being out there with doing your business on a online whether it be hi Mia, whether it be on like TikTok or YouTube or online doing your website, the thing that people think if I create this, it just happens. And it doesn't just happen. You have to understand just because you made a way or an avenue to sell it doesn't make it happen. Like if you're going to do an in-person show, if you set it up in a booth, it doesn't happen. You have to connect with your sellers to get that started and the ball rolling to get your business going. And what I mean is like here on the social media platforms, I literally spend time going live, talking to people, doing videos, you know, posting the shorts and all that kind of stuff to get people to come in. So because of that, it takes a little while to build that up. So I don't want to say it's going to happen. Nope, I have a marketing company that I work with, but it is not that one. And what I mean by marketing, they help create some of my, my posts that I'm going to post out there. They don't like market it for me. They create it. I'm the one that has to post it. So that's what it is. Thank you, Mythical, for all of the gifts. Don't be scared on the selling part, Rachel. It is not my personality to sell, in all honesty. And it's okay. That doesn't have to be your personality. Your personality is who you connect with. Because if you guys, and I'm being totally transparent here tonight when I talk about this. When you guys come to my lives, this is who I am genuinely all the time. I don't put on like a persona for here and a persona at home. I'm just me. And because of being me, you guys connect with me and you purchase from me. Does that make sense? Just like, there are other people on TikTok, you will literally go to other, I'm talking about here over in TikTok, but there'll be sellers on TikTok that you see and you're like, I like them. And that's who you buy from. And it's just because your personalities click. My personality doesn't click with everybody, and that is okay. I don't expect everybody to buy from me. They say that, like, if you're doing an in-person show, 10% of the people that came to that show will actually come into your booth. And out of that 10% will buy. So you're looking at, not everybody's going to, like, even in that, because you only have a few seconds to mesh with them when you do in-person shows. And that just takes a little bit of time to get that, or, you have a little bit of time to get that connection. And you're not going to get them all to stop in. Not everybody is there for the what you are selling. So, like, if you're selling something other than jewelry, if nobody else has it, okay. But sometimes when there's a lot, I've been to shows where I've been set up right next to other jewelry vendors. And so, literally, you just gotta show, why is your jewelry different than someone else's? And you just have that split second when they're walking by. And it isn't always about saying, hey, did you see this? It's about, hi, how are you doing today? And everybody's like, oh, dear Lord, don't do that one. But sometimes you can tell people will be okay with you asking it. You just got to look at them for a second and go, that can be the question. Or it could be, hey, I'm the person that will be sitting there looking at people going, I like that purse. I love different purses. And so I like watching everybody's purses when they walk by, if they brought it in. Just something to connect with them to see if they stop. And they may not stop, but someone else might have seen that interaction and stop. So it's okay to put yourself out there, and it's hard. And when you get done doing like an in-person event, because of the setup, the tear down, and just the interaction all day long, is really draining. And at the end of the night, I just want to sit and do nothing. But it doesn't mean that I didn't love it. I love that interaction part. But for me personally, it's not my normal personal style to sit there and talk to people all day long. Give me 15, 20 minutes and I'm good. Give me 5 hours and I'm drained. And I'm being totally brutally honest with it. And that's how it is for me. I have a question. Anybody else out there that does the in-person shows, do you feel the same way? And thank you, Mythical, for that comment. Yep. See, you will never know where you're going to find somebody. And literally, people talk to me and ask what I do for my part-time business. And I explain it. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yes, come find me. Or if you want jewelry, here's my website. And because if there's someone that wants to learn how to make jewelry and buy beads and that type of thing, then I want them to come watch me on TikTok, because I don't do that outside of TikTok. But if there's somebody that wants to buy jewelry, come to my website. So I have a multifaceted way of running my business right now. And so I've got different avenues. But like Andy's saying, she was talking to her hematologist doctor, and he ended up buying a pair of earrings. So you never know what's going to happen or how it's going to work out. I totally get that one, Joya. Sometimes you're just like, woo. So I do have to say, today was Buttercup's first day of school. And it went really well because it's a new school for her. We talked about that last week. She got off the school bus and she goes, I'm going to laugh. She goes, I want to go back all week, but I don't want to ride the bus. And I said, honey, that's the only way you're getting to school, so you got to ride it. I'm like, I got to work. I can't drive you into town for school. There you go. Yep. So yeah, so yep, that was our first day today, and she's ready to go back tomorrow. And she ate the supper I made her tonight, which has been like, she's been really picky, which I get, but she ate it with no problem. It was only BLTs, but she ate them. So yep. So what other questions? I know someone was earlier asked about tying the knots. If possible, Come back on Thursday or on Wednesday night. I will do that bracelet then. Part two of what, Anthony? I'm just saying, if right now we're having chat night and people over on TikTok are asking about how to tie stretchy bracelets, and it's actually going to be a part of the tutorial I was thinking about doing, so I'm going to do that one for sure. Yep, it was you. And one other person asked too, Andy. 2 people have asked about it. What is a bolt, Joya? Yep, I'm going to say it was a win if she ate the supper I made. Even if she would have just ate part of it, I would have been okay. But she is not a large amount of food eater. And she actually ate 2 BLTs tonight. I mean, we're talking 4 pieces of bread, the lettuce. She tried the tomato, didn't like the tomato, so we're okay with taking it off. And she had the bacon. So yes. Oh, we ended up on Saturday night going into 12 innings. Oh, that's funny, Joya. We went to 12 innings and we lost. Yep, she tried the tomato, so I will take that as a win. So we ended up, Saturday night was our last game. And the game did not get over with until like, it was late. I know it was after 11. It was a long night, Saturday night. So yeah, it was, well, and we talked, we went and saw Trace on Sunday. On our Sunday fun day, we went for a ride in the convertible. We went over to his house and talked to him, and he was okay with it at the end. Oh, geez, she would have, I never thought about putting jalapenos on it. What is the C, Miss Rose? I'm like, okay, what's C? Cheese? I bet you she loves jalapenos. So I bet you if I would have put those on there, she would have been all right. Yeah, okay. I guess that one. So yeah, so we're talking about, oh, you want me to put it on your ear?
They're too loose.
Oh, they're too loose? Okay, I'll get it on your ear for you. We're just talking about how you like jalapenos. Do you think you
Can
would
you put it tighter?
I can try. How would you have liked jalapeno on your BLT?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Is that better? That good? All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yep. Hi, Denise. She what she eats is different. Like when we go to Subway, oh, yummy. On the salsa. I'm not a jalapeno eater. She got that from her own mom. Yeah, she will eat jalapenos on her nachos. When we go to Subway, her sandwich is a 6-inch white, I can't get her to eat wheat, sub with salami, lettuce, and 3 handfuls of jalapenos. And I'm not kidding you. It is 3 handfuls. Like, the whole thing is just jalapeno. It's like jalapenos with a side of lettuce and salami. So, yep. I kid you not. So, and then for the rest of the week, I'm taking Thursday off. Friday, I am going to do a jewelry sale this Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. So I am excited to I haven't done a jewelry show in a long time. And I will have the, these bracelets up for sale on Friday. And then Friday night at 7 p.m., I'm just going to do a small, jewelry sale, probably 50 items, not a very big show, but we'll do probably about 50. It'll be new items and then items that we bring back from like the March time frame, I believe. And then Saturday will be our Halloween sale. Yes, Mythical, I will say it was a jalapeno sandwich. She likes a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, so we're lucky on that aspect. She will eat a salad. If when she was little, she wouldn't eat a salad. She'd only eat lettuce, and then it was lettuce and carrots. And she's now getting more and more stuff on her salad. So I take it as a win if we can get her to eat vegetables like that. So yeah. But I have a question to ask you guys about Monday night. She'll eat cucumbers sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Just depends on her mood. But she does like pickles. She belongs in our family. I didn't think she would eat a pickle, and Saturday night at the baseball game, she ate one of her Nana's pickles and she just ate it up. So, like, it was nothing big. And then she's like, "Can I have a jar?" Because Nana makes pickles. So Fran, ooh, that's a good one. I'll have to try that with her. She'll probably eat it. I'll try it. And the doctor last week told her she always needed to try foods. Even if you tried it and didn't like it, wait a few months, you might like it. So you always got to retry foods. Loved that the doctor told her that. But Monday night, as part of our subscriber night, I have a question to ask. You know, like last month, we did the Cha-Cha bracelet kits. And I was wondering, do you guys want me to do kits for this style of a bracelet? And how we could do it is you guys can tell me if you wanted what size of beads you might want. I can't always guarantee that I'll have those size of beads in the colors you want, but you can tell me like the focal color, the accent color, and then the size of beads you might want. And we can just take down orders that way. Do you want to do that or not? You guys let me know what you want to, if you want to do. Okay. I was like thinking about it going, you guys loved those kits, and I was trying to think of another kit to do. So I thought maybe these. And I might have like one kit be like say this is kit 1, option 1, where the larger bead is on the outside. And then we could say like option 2 is the larger bead is in the middle. And then this one is all the same size, and we could say 3, you know, type thing. You guys can let me know and just tell me colors that you might want and see what I can come up with for your kits. So I'd make the kits after we did the live, is what I was thinking. Because if the ladies who come and help me out, I'm thinking if I gave them the beads, they can count them out and put them in there for you guys the days they work after the live, and we can get them invoiced. That's my thought. You have to let me know. So also the live subscribing, if you guys want to know, if you are someone here on TikTok, that's what I mean by subscribing. I know YouTube has subscribers, but TikTok has subscribers, and it is a $2.99 month fee to do it, but you always get a discount for subscriber night. There is the gold star down at the bottom that gets you to the subscribe, or where you can subscribe to me, and you click on that. You can decide to do it for 1 month, or you can do it where it just reoccurring bills you for the $2.99 plus tax. Yep, it will be Monday at 8 p.m. Not tonight. A week from tonight is when we're going to have subscriber, because it is the last Monday of August next week. Everybody, can you believe that? And I think the next day is my sister's birthday. Let me go look. Let's see. It'll be August 26th is when we're going to do it. Yeah, for Joya with her taxes, $317. The 27th is my sister's birthday. The 26th is her husband's birthday. It'll be, for you, Rachel, are you Eastern time? Because I think you're Eastern. So yes, it would be 9 o'clock. It'll be 8 o'clock Central. So that would be 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. Yep. So yep, it'll be 9 o'clock next Monday that we'll do subscriber night. And what I was thinking is I'll just bring a few pieces of jewelry that is new that I will make for the subscriber day. And then bring just a few beads in, and then we'll do the kits. But as always, how subscriber night works, if you're not a subscriber, is that it is, you pay the fee once month or the recurring, however you want to do that. And then from there, you get to comment to claim what I have available that night. And its subscribers are the only ones that get to comment. Everybody gets to watch the live on TikTok, but only subscribers get to comment. And then you will also get a discount on your purchase. And I'm not sure yet what the discount is going to be. I don't have a fun discount like we have had the last couple of months because um, 1 month was like I had been making jewelry for 19 years, so we did 19% that month. And the other one was I've been in business for 18 years, so we did 18% that month. So I don't know what we're going to do this time. I literally have no clue. I've been like thinking about it. I don't have an answer yet, but we'll do that. And we'll make the 3-tier bracelet kits for it. I like that idea. Hi, Melissa. 50%. Rachel. That one. Okay. Does anybody watch on I don't know that she's on YouTube. I know she is on like Facebook and Instagram, and she is really big on TikTok. And it is Kelly Rose from Declan's Mining Co. Does anybody watch her? Has anybody seen her? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? I'm like, oh boy, does anybody know who I'm talking about? But the other day, she was live and she makes these buckets that are tumble stones and raw stones, and she puts them in like sand so that you mine them as a kid activity, or it can be an adult activity too if you like that. And there's all different kinds of gemstones in it, so you have to figure out what the gemstones that are in for that time frame, because she changes out what your different gemstones are. And so the other day they were doing a flash sale. And this is where marketing can be good and marketing can be like, yee. The 50% reminded me of this. So she was going to do a flash sale, and she was going to put the buckets out for sale for what the lowest price they'd been at on TikTok. But you have to understand, when TikTok gives you a coupon or a discount like that, like they'll give you 15% off, free shipping, or, they might give you 35% off. TikTok actually gives the seller that money. And so they're really not out of it. It's TikTok doing that. And so she was like, I'll do whatever the last 30 days that TikTok had my whatever it was. She did 2 things while I was live. And she goes, I'll do whatever they said for the lowest price. And she's like setting it up, and she's like, I'll do it for 15 minutes. And then she found out what the price was going to be. And she goes, you got 5 minutes because I don't make any money off of this. So everybody went in and quickly ordered in the 5 minutes. And she's just like, okay, you guys are buying and you're making me sick because I will not make any money. And I get that. So the 50% reminded me of her. She thought, oh, this will be fun. And she's like, she looked at the person who manages it more. She's the owner. She works there, but she has someone else manage it. She goes, I'm getting sick. I'm losing money. She's like, this 5 minutes needs to go by quick. And of course I had to buy because Little Miss Buttercup likes doing them. So I ended up buying 2 different buckets from her. And one of them, she said it was going to be a gallon, but she set it up for the quart size. So we got it for the discounted price for a quart. We are going to get a gallon because she said it. So she was just really like, I am losing money. So it all depends on how you're going to set up your marketing. You have to think it through. And I literally sit here, and if you guys run a business, you will understand pricing is the hardest thing about a business. And I sit here when we go to do the subscriber lives going, okay, how are we going to do this? Yep, it was Declan's. Yep. And how to make it so that it's profitable for me, but yet getting it at the lowest price for you, and not like where I will lose money. It is one of the hardest things to do. Yeah, I love Kelly Rose. She really is like down to earth and about life. And it was funny because she was talking about something with her kids on her CarolJo's TikTok, because she does makeup reviews too. And she was talking about something that was going on. And someone came in and said, well, that is a privilege problem, what she was discussing. And she goes, I know, I'm not going to tell you it wasn't a privilege problem. She goes, I'm very lucky to be in the life I am. Just like, but she's like, but we still have issues, even if we are in a different economical bracket than another person. She goes, we still have issues. And it was really truly makes you really stop and go, everybody, it's this thing called life. Hey, Miss Chris, it's been a while. Yep, she has, and of all things, one of her cheapest mascara that she reviews is the one I wear, because I cannot wear a whole bunch of eye makeup. And so the one of them, the least expensive one that she reviews is the actual one I wear. Because she will do mascara reviews on all of them, whether it is $10 a tube or $80 a tube. She will do a review on it. Oh, you're okay. We just haven't seen you forever, it seems like. And the non-copyrighted music is kind of funny on Alexa. Alexa, next. Alexa, next. There she goes. I can't wait for beat sale night. It's all because YouTube doesn't allow for copyrighted music. That we get funky music when we are with both TikTok and YouTube. What other questions do you guys have tonight? Rachel has a great request for the discount. I'm still trying to figure out what the discount is. And I'm trying to figure out what beads we're going to have too. I was like sitting here thinking about it, going, what beads do I want to do? Because there are a lot of different beads. Not quite that much. Oh, you guys cracking me up. Okay, we're going to have a silicone bead show someday soon. So when I get them in either packages like this, and then I need to put them in what I need to break them down to, or they will be in a package of like 100. It's just all in how I can get them. But yeah, we're gonna have a silicone bead show sometime soon. I only have a few focals. Do not have a ton of focals. But I will have, that's that one. Is that one? Nope. Now I'm trying to match them up. I will have the rings. Do you guys know the car charms that they have out there? Are we we got 12 shares. We're getting close to a giveaway, everybody. Should we do a jewelry? You can pick from either jewelry or bead soup tonight. We guys got to get to that 10K, and we're almost there. We're at 8.2. So, but I've got some of the car charms where you can make something for the back of your mirror in your car. I have some of those rings. I'll have those available. And then we will have, I have a lot of different colors of 15 millimeter size beads. We have a lot of different colors of the lentils. We will have trying to think what else did we have in there. I don't have very many. I have printed 15 millimeters in solids. They didn't have hexagons on sale, so I didn't get a lot of those. And they also didn't have, they didn't have any of the 19 inch, or 19 millimeter, I mean. The 19 millimeter size beads for the silicones, they didn't have any of those in stock. And sometimes they come in these little plastic containers. Like here I have a whole group of them and they come in these plastic containers. Like this. So what other questions do you guys have tonight? I'd love more. Two, four, six, I have 8 containers. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Andy. I'll go look at it when I'm off of my live. There. Hey, Nicole. We're just having chat night, answering any kind of questions you guys have. I'm just sorting beads while I'm waiting for a question. It was good. Good. It didn't end, the game didn't end like we wanted to on Saturday night, but Ryan and I got to have a date night. Hi, Tuesday. How are you doing? So we had a date day on Tuesday, or not Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday. Yeah, your name's in my head. We had a date day on Sunday because of not having to go to a game. And Buttercup was with her mom, and they went to go see one of Buttercup's friends. So because of that, we got time to just hang out together. Ran errands, you know, like married couples do. Thank you for the gifts, Tuesday. I appreciate that. So we ran errands, and then we went out to supper. Yeah. So, and we went for a short, we didn't go for a very long car ride because we were running around doing errands, and then we went and saw Trey's son. So what did you all do this last weekend? Anybody have any fun things? Did anybody do any shows, and how did they go? We never ever talk about how, if you guys do in-person shows, how they go. Okay, that's fine. One, two, three. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hey, we went past our thing. Ooh, was it fun? I have not done an in-person, like going to a gemstone or a bead show in forever. There hasn't been one in Sioux Falls in a long time. You have to go to Minneapolis to see those. And that's just a drive for me. Ooh, Chris, you're lucky. That stinks when that happens and you're just like, eesh. Yeesh. Okay, we're going to do a number here. Do a number. Do a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50. Hi, Bella Lucy Designs. How are you tonight? Oh, good. Let's see what we got in here. I am doing good. I keep grabbing glass necklaces and they do not mail out very well. I have to pay extra for glass stuff. Okay, we got that. Okay, got something besides glass. All right, we have 2 people who guessed the correct number, and they are Chris. You are the winner. You came in first, and Tuesday you came in 3 seconds later. The number was 39. 39. So, Chris, your choice for beads is the Mini Boo, which is black and browns. Okay, hold on, Janet. I will answer your question. Just give me a second. Or you can do the necklace. The red Indian bead necklace. So you can put beads or necklace in the chat. Chris, that will be for you. So, Janet. No, you don't have to pay for your invoice. That invoice goes to you and it should have at the bottom, let me just double check something on the amount of yours so that I can give you exactly what it is, okay? So just give me a second. Sure. Melissa, she's passing to you. What would you like? Would you like the Mini Boo or the red necklace? I'll show that to you here in a second. This is it, Melissa. You tell me which one you would like. All right. Just give me a second, Janet, so that I can explain it right. Hi, Sissy. Okay, so this is what you can do. You can, Janet, you can hold your order until this Sunday and get to the $25 and have free shipping. If yours, why didn't it do that? Hold on. Let me put your discount in there. That was on me. I didn't put your discount in there. There. Whoops, let me spell this right. Okay, I put your discount there. You're going to see now on yours, because it is below the amount, you can use your amount of your deposit towards the shipping and pay the shipping. I'm going to resend it, so that's what it would do. Or you can pay the shipping and then keep whatever is left over. Hi, Scoops Ahoy sisters. How are you doing? I watched your live the other night. That looks like it's a lot of fun. And then, or you can hold it over till next Sunday. You can pay the shipping and keep the rest and come back again. Or I can use your amount of your deposit towards the shipping. Oh, cool. Which bracelet did you do the 3-tier one? Oh, yes. I can't believe it. I've never seen one of your lives before. And I was like, that was cool. So you just need to let me know when you get that. If you want to use your deposit towards your shipping, you just need to let me know. Yep, you, Melissa, you tell me, what one do you want? Do you want Mini Boo or the necklace? So Janet, you just, okay, you're going to wait. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But I sent it with the discount on there. I am sorry I did not do that. That is not like me to not do that because I know you paid the discount. Or not the discount, the deposit. I can't talk. Yes, I do scoot the beads down as I go. So if you noticed when I put my bead stops on there, I push it down a little bit further. That way, then you'll have room to tie it at. Because it's not like when you have a single strand where you can move it around to get your lengths. Yep, and that, if you're using that 0.5 millimeter, it will break easier when you're tying it. And that is one of them. Like when I'm in my head, when I tie those and I say, in my head, I usually say tight, 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 and I'm pulling it really tight. The 0.5 millimeter, I cannot do that. I have broken it a lot because I pulled it too much. Thank you, Nicole, for the gift. Okay, now I got to see if I saw Melissa's comment on what she wanted. I might have missed it. So Melissa, did you put your I don't see the comment, so I don't know if it's ghosting. Do you want to let me know? Minnie Boo? Or the necklace? I'll show you the necklace here again. And if it ghosted your comment, put something in there for an emoji or something. This is the necklace. So, oh, yep. Yeah, and I like that. Yep, nope, I get hiding the knot isn't easy. Miss Jade came in with the potatoes. Jade cracks me up with your potatoes. And I almost put corn for the goal for the gifting goal that they ask you to do. Oh, I know what I forgot to do when I went live. But I almost, because I was thinking about you, Jade, and I'm like, I should do corn because we have corn growing around us. I like making them, and we talked about it earlier for those of you that weren't on. When we do the subscriber night on Monday night, I'm going to be doing kits for this bracelet, and you guys will tell me which option you want, the size of beads and the color. And I will try to get the sizes if I can. It all just depends. Because when I made the last ones, a lot of the beads came from not a lot, but some of them came from my personal collection. And so we'll be doing the same thing with those. I'll be going into the beads back here to get those for you guys. So I have to look through the beads and make sure that I've got the sizes you want. So it's going to be, you can request it, but I'm not going to 100% guarantee that's what you're going to get. If that's okay, everybody, because it's going to be what I have for beads on hand. I don't want to have to go order beads just to get everybody's request, please. If you saw my living room right now, I probably have them. Okay, I have a question. Thank you for the hand heart, Scoops Ahoy sisters. I thank you. So Scoops Ahoy sisters, we talked about that. I went to her live the other night and I was on it. She was doing the candy. They were doing like spinning a wheel and you could get all kinds of the candies. So it looks yummy. So if you guys would like to follow her, if you want a different business that you can follow and possibly buy from and support her, because we're all about supporting each other. You're very welcome. And I forgot to put on another ring. I only put on my wedding ring tonight. I didn't put anything on this hand. So it's part of the whole, we have to support each other. But the thing is that once you start supporting each other, then it gets out there and more people support. It gets the ball rolling is how I've seen it. But like we talked about in the beginning tonight with having your business, you have to market. And you have to be, and what I mean by market is that you have to be you and be authentic and talk to people and that type of thing. You're your own best marketer. It doesn't mean that you have to spend money on it. It's more than just, I created a website or I created a TikTok and I'm on here and doing it, or I created a YouTube and I'm on here and doing it. You have to connect with whatever way that you're doing it. You have to connect with individuals. I was going to say, I'm probably going to get off in about 5-ish minutes. I don't know that one because I've never wanted to sell out my whole inventory yet. I know there are people that want to get out of the business and they will ask other people. And there is someone that is here locally that when she created a Facebook group to be able to sell things. So when she is done using whatever it is kind of supply it is, there is this group of people for crafting supplies that you can go to. There is one lady, you know how I ended up finding all the Hagar beads from the estate sale that I bought out it was a YouTube marketplace, or not YouTube, I'm sorry, Facebook marketplace. So that's how I found that. There's another lady that's out there trying to sell all of her beads here locally. And she's doing it on marketplace. But I didn't want to purchase all of her beads because of 2 factors. And one of them was that when I looked at the beads that she had pictures of, the amount that she was asking for just didn't make sense. And for doing what I do. And so I was like, and of all things, she was friends with my sister on Facebook. So I contacted my sister and I'm like, hey, you know this person? She's got beads for sale. And then she told me how she knew the person. And then I knew she would not come down in price. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. Are you getting out, Miss Rose? Or are you looking for somebody else or helping somebody else? You know, and literally, I will tell you, there are days that, you know, when I did a lot of in-person sales, there were days where I would sit and I would be like, is this worth it? Is this worth it? And it just took one person to come and either purchase from me, talk to me, interact with me, you know, all that type of stuff. And it made me stay in it. It wasn't until COVID hit that I was like, this isn't for me anymore. And I love doing it this way. So, you know, it really truly is. And I will tell you, I started my business in 2006. As everybody knows, we had a huge recession starting in 2008. Do you guys remember that? And I had to make a decision because it's hard. It is hard to have a business in a recession or when the sales are not there, because right now we're in an election year. And I'm not saying it's Democrats, Republicans, or Republicans, Democrats. I'm not saying that at all. Statistically, during an election year, spending goes down. So you have to think about your business as a long haul and not just in today, and make your decision based upon today's, what I had for today in sales. Thank you, Rose. So, like, really think about it from that aspect. Look at your overall, and I will tell you this. I don't do this as my full-time business. I will 100% tell you guys, it is not my full-time business. It is my part-time business that brings me joy, because if I didn't have this, I would just be like, I love doing jewelry. I know it's a part-time business. I am not going to be able to quit my full-time job to be able to sustain it. Some people could. I personally can't. Just to let y'all know. But what I do have is I do have a part-time business that allows me to employ people part-time. It allows me to have the flexibility that you guys give me. You know, when I say I have to take time off or I have to cut back on the schedule, you guys are supporting me 100% behind it. And the thing is that it just really, truly, you have to figure out where is that point that makes you happy. Thanks, Nicole. Oh, I love her. Yep. And that's the thing is that, Rose, I will tell you, when I did, there were times where I was over on how much beads I had. And I actually went a year without buying beads. Oh, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. You know, like, do you remember earlier when Zuli was working on a goal personally for herself and wanted to save money and not buy beads? She didn't. And I actually did that for 1 year. I only bought what was necessary for 1 year. Now, I'm sitting here as the person that sells it to you, and I'm like, I'm going to tell you, it's okay, because I understand that aspect. And I will 100% support you if that's a decision you make because of where you're at for your inventory, because it is your business to run. The only thing I ask is that you still support and come and watch, like tonight or my tutorials. That helps me out. Yep, I went a whole year and it was okay because I had enough beads to support myself and get it out there. So yeah. So it really truly becomes, then it becomes being resourceful using what you have on hand. Let me tell you. And it makes your business be profitable for that year. Remember, I said earlier, I've been through recessions with my business and I didn't go belly up. Did I have a lot of sales? No. Did it look good on the books? Meaning I didn't make a lot of money at it, but I still got to do what I wanted. Hi, Lana. And when I did my shows, those brought me a lot of joy, but it also taught me a lesson on doing, and I'm trying to figure out how to word this. So if it comes out differently than it should, just know, I'm just speaking here. It made me understand I needed to do research about where I was doing my shows at. And what that means is that you have to know the economics of where you're doing a show. So what happens is on when you're listening to the news, listen to where are there going to be layoffs. I mean, today I just heard General Motors is laying off 1,000 people in white collar jobs. So then I would, if I were going to be doing shows where there is a General Motors, I would be like, okay, let me figure out where those are. Is that going to affect me in my area? And why I say that is there is just this last weekend in Yankton, which is like a little bit over an hour from us, they have what they call riverboat days. And while we were in one of the recession time frames, they laid off a lot of people in that area. Before before they did the layoffs, it was very profitable for me to go down to Yankton. But while people were losing their jobs, they all came out for riverboat days because they could come and socialize. They just didn't spend money. So you will see a lot of people there. One of the things that I do at a show is I watch how many people are actually having a bag in their hand versus just socializing and walking around. And that makes it, oh geez, literally the one thing for your income taxes type thing, if that were, your state taxes rose for income, you can write off a lot of things. You don't want to write it off everything to where you're always negative, because then you're not running a profitable business in the eyes of your state and in the IRS. But bring it down to as low as possible. Then you don't pay taxes on a lot of it. And I mean, like, I work with my accountant on this about what I can write off and what I can't write off. You've got your cell phone. How much of your cell phone do you use for your business versus personal? All of those things. So, yep. So think about it from that. And go from that aspect. But don't let it freak you out. I actually work with an accountant. Yep, and I have actually 2 cell phones and an iPad that I use a lot for my stuff. Hi BTG, how are you tonight? And I literally write off, like, one of my cell phones is 100% for the business, that I only use it for the business. My other cell phone is for personal and business. So I don't even write them off at the same percentage. But I work with the accountant to figure out how I can do all that. I do not have a separate iPad for my business. I use personal and business on the same one. That's just how, but you work with them and they help you out with it. They help you out with all the expenses that you can do. I always say, find a good accountant and find an attorney that can help you with your anything that you need legally that way. They're your two, especially I cannot tell you enough about having a good accountant. And so when ours retired a few years ago, you guys heard about how I had issues, and I'm like, but we found somebody now that I feel comfortable with. Now, just like, when you're buying from somebody, you have to have a good relationship with your accountant. Yeah, just like if you go to the doctor, you have to have a good relationship with your doctor. And they help you out. So that's why I say always have a good relationship. You should be able to call them and ask them questions, because things change throughout the year. Yep. And so you see your doctor and you have a good relationship with them. And like you said here, every 3 months. It's not once a year that you're just waiting until then. Like, if I have a question, I want to be able to call and be like, okay, how do I do this? What can I do for this? Is this a good move? They don't tell you how to run your business. They tell you how to be able to do things for your business so that you can show a profit, but yet know what you can write off, if that makes sense. Because the one thing is that being self-employed and having all the write-offs, if you write off too much, then it doesn't look like you have enough money for when you go to, like, retire and you want Social Security, if they still have it when you retire. So there's the lines there, and how much you have to pay in and all that kind of fun jazz. And that's what they're there for. Yep, you want to make sure everything's going good. All right. Yep, and exactly. That's what you want to find those people that help you with your business that are the same way. Like, having a lawyer for your business isn't something that you go and do all the time. That is just when I need legal advice. Accountant is more often. You're welcome. But the one thing to think about with your business, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. Because guess what? When you work for someone else, you have good days and you have bad days. So expect that with your business. It's not always fun days. There are some days that you feel completely wiped out from it. There are days that are just whatever happened fills your joy. Yep. And it took me a long time to get to where I'm at. And it really comes from finding the avenues to be able to sell that works for you. But remember, just because you create a website doesn't mean it's going to be sales tomorrow. You have to put time and energy into it. Understand some days are worse than others. It's just life. But if at the end of the day, you find joy overall, then it's worth it. That's what I say. Yep, never make a hasty decision on a bad day. I love that saying, Chris. That's really what it is. And so don't let your bad days bring you down to the point that you want to quit. Like when I decided to get out of doing in-person shows, it actually took me years to make that decision. I knew in 2020 that I was headed towards that way, but I was like, no, I don't think so. It's just a couple of bad days. And what I meant by bad days is I hated the setup and takedown. I will tell you that. 2021, I went back to it and I was like, yep, I know. I don't want to do this anymore. But I had some shows that I had signed up for a year in advance. And then I did that show one last time in 2023. And then I said, I'm done. So it really took me multiple years to be able to say I'm done. Did I lose money in that time frame? No. So that's the thing, is that you have to look at the big picture and not just that day. Ooh, you have your first show. You're going to have to tell us how it goes. Because the thing is I always set goals at every show. And after you finally do a few shows, then you're going to be like, okay, this type of show would be this amount. This type of show would be this amount for goals. That's just the way I am. And I don't set my goal up here. It's down here where it's attainable. I want an attainable goal because I love to text my husband and just say, I made my goal. So I'm setting another goal. And so I will go in with like 3 goals. Do I think I'm going to get to the third goal? Never do I think I'm going to get to the third goal. I really want to get to goal number 1. That is my thing. Goal number 2 will be like icing on your cake. Goal number 3 is like, I rocked it out of the park and it is absolutely phenomenal. And that way I still bring joy every single level of it, because if I put it up here and I didn't attain it, I am down. So I wish you all the luck, and I really hope you'll tell us how it went. Even if you think it wasn't the best, it's okay. And the one thing is that I have a Facebook group that I'm a part of, and what people do and that they've been doing lately is posting pictures of their first show, what their setup is like, and their second show, what their setup is like. Because the first show, they'll set it and they'll send out and go, okay, what did I need to change? And people will comment on it. And then on their second show, or they'll do, here's my first one and here's my second one. And you know what? If they didn't sell anything at both of them, they're okay. It's about improving it. So that's another thing to think about. You don't want to be negative all the time, but think about what can I do to improve it? And don't get so stuck on, I didn't get my sales. Set your goal, try to reach the first goal, and see how you can improve your setup for the next one. Yep. Seriously, it is the one thing you will find for anybody who is on here that does go live, they will tell you it is not easy to go live. The first time, the second time, the third time, it takes a lot of times to finally work up to it's okay. If you would have seen me when I first started doing TikTok lives, or even I started doing Facebook lives to begin with, and every time I went to go live, I sat there in front of the camera, just looking at myself in the camera, talking to myself, going, you can do this, before I went live. It's not easy, and I'm not going to say it's easy, but once you start doing it, it becomes easier. Just like if you do shows, it becomes easier. Thank you. Is it Subex for the follow? So that is the one thing I will tell you guys. It does get easier no matter which way you do it, as long as you're consistently doing it. If you do it once and then wait a period, like on the lives, if you wait 2 weeks, you're not going to get that build up. Go live multiple times a week, even if it's only for 15 minutes. It's better than nothing. And then if you're doing in-person shows, don't wait 2 months to do another show. You know, do them once a month, once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Don't wait months in between, or else you lose that momentum. All right. Well, I need to go put a buttercup to bed. So I'm going to hop off here, you guys. I've loved our conversation tonight. I hope it helps you guys out. If you have more questions, we will be having another chat time next week. Bring them and we will get your questions answered. Hope you all have a great night. We'll see you on Wednesday when we do a tutorial on the stretchy bracelet with having charms on it. So that is what we're going to do on Wednesday. We'll talk to you then. Bye.